What's up, everybody? Welcome to Laying Down the Bunt. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back. I'm all done moving, all done cleaning. We are now officially out of that apartment that we were living in, and we are now full on in the home. So, how is everybody doing tonight? Cody, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. You ready to talk about that check swing?
Talk about what?
The check swing you were bitching about.
Oh, yeah.
Because that happened like 5 fucking times in the Brewers game today. So I don't want to fucking hear about one goddamn check swing that wasn't called. Just hold on, though. Tim, we just lost Tim. He'll be back. I'm sure. I'm hoping. So what we're going to do is we'll talk a little umpiring. We're going to talk... There he is. We're going to do a little umpiring, talk a little umpiring, and then we're actually going to talk AL West and NL West, and then... Yeah. Then we'll do the question... The Cody has questions segment, and then we'll end the show. Shouldn't be too long. But that being said, and I know Tim is having issues with his camera. Do what?
You see me now?
Nope. You're 2 dots. Spinning. It's alright. It's no worries if I can't see on camera.
Okay.
It's no biggie.
Mm-hmm.
You're ugly anyway, so. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, man. That was a joke. So let's get into it. I know Tim, this is going to be a Tim heavy segment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give him the floor, and I'm just going to sit back and I'll throw my 2 cents in. Cody, same for you. That's what my whole point of this show is I'm going to let you get. I'll throw my 2 cents in when I can. So, what do we want to talk about first? Cody?
Family dance one.
Say it again?
The family dance one.
The family
dance one. Where the umpire stopped from throwing additional warm-up pitches.
Okay, so what was the deal with that? Like, I think people are making a big deal out of something that shouldn't be made a big deal out of.
2 years ago, back in 2018, the efforts to speed the game up, the league put in a rule where you had basically your commercial break. It was 9 seconds to go. You had either 9 seconds or 8 warm-up pitches.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way the rule works.
Okay.
Didn't put an extended time coming from the bullpen out to the mound,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't have enough time to throw all 8 warm-up pitches. And that's why the umpire prevented throwing the extra warm-up.
Okay.
That's the way the rule works. I was put it back in 2018 in effort to beat the game.
So what's the problem?
People don't. Fans especially don't understand the rules.
Okay, so I thought you were like I didn't know where the problem was lying here. You are correct.
Yeah.
So
Beat up rules in place, and
it's because okay, so the problem with that is the commentators. They say he's authorized 8 pitches. I hear it all the time.
The commentators got the rule wrong.
Yes, Tim. No. What I'm saying is that is the problem. The commentators are saying that he's authorized 8 pitches, so they're getting the rule wrong. And people don't read the rule book.
No, the only people who read the rule book are umpires who have big touch.
Well, I mean, baseball players need to fucking read the rule book too.
That's 2 years.
But
And a lot of these rules are also voted.
so yes, and before I just wanted to make that point. I wasn't trying to start an argument with you. I was trying to make. I understand your point. The commentator. That's my point. The commentator's wrong. They need to fucking understand the fucking rules.
Yeah, they probably forgot that there was the other part of the rule where he has 90 seconds to throw 8 pitches, 8 warm-up pitches.
Right.
On top of the 20 to 30 warm-up pitches he's already thrown in the bullpen.
So the next question is it 90 seconds from the time he steps on that mound? Or is it 90 seconds from the time they go to the said commercial?
They 90 seconds from the time that they go to commercial. From when the manager says that he's making a pitch change.
Okay. So he makes that call. That pitcher has 90 seconds to make his warm-up pitches, correct?
Yes.
Now, I do know for a fact if there's an injury, he gets as much time as he needs.
Yes, that's the exception to the rule. If there's an injury replacement to pitcher, they get an unlimited number of warm-up pitches. That's the way the rule works.
So, in a sense, you all hear me say it, fans need to shut the fuck up.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm a fan too, but you never hear me complain about measly rules about pitch count. You know what I'm saying? I personally think they should get 90 seconds from the time. There should be no 8 pitches. Because if they're saying 8 pitches, then they're reading the rules. Well, I get 8 pitches.
The way it's 8 pitches or 9.
And I understand that. So whichever, so and the way, and I don't know the way the rule is written in the book in the major leagues, but if it says 8 pitches or 90 seconds, what should follow that? Whichever comes first. How about that? That is the wording that needs. That is the wording that needs to be put in the rule book if it is not worded that way. That way, nobody can fucking complain. Even the fans can just shut the fuck up. Because why are fans complaining about warm-up pitches? Like, does it add anything to the game? Is it like, oh my god, he didn't get his warm-up pitches, he's gonna give up a fucking home run? What the fuck does that even fucking mean? Like,
He's the old school fan.
He's in the dugout. He's in the bullpen warming up already. Why in the fuck does he need 90 seconds to warm up on the mound?
The reason why they say 90 seconds, that's personal.
But the point I'm getting at is he's in the bullpen warming up for 90 seconds or for however long already. So why does he need an additional 90 seconds to fucking warm up on the mound? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but they put the 90 seconds in because that's commercial.
And that's fine. So they need to if the rule is not written the way that I said it was written, then they need to rewrite the fucking rule book and put that wording in there because people are sitting here saying, well, he gets 8 pitches no matter what. You can say 90 seconds, but you can then turn around and say, well, it doesn't say whichever one comes first. So,
yeah, but that's the way the rule works.
I understand. I get that, but the way that the rule is worded. That's how the rule is worded. Yeah. I don't know how it's worded in the book, so I don't know. I've never looked at a rule book. But I don't look at that rule and say, oh my god, we need to change that fucking rule like tomorrow. Like, does it fucking matter? That's one of the people, fans just like complaining about things.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, and most of it's pointed at the people, pointed at blue. which is a term they use for umpires. Which, apparently, you can't say that in major leagues. Like, a major league player can't call him blue because they can get ejected for it.
I know, but... So, then there was also, this is going back a few weeks, the illegal slide that ended the Rockies.
Well, we had this issue.
When you slide into second base, they don't want when you try to do a takeout. You have to slide directly to the base, then go out of your way to slide into the fielder.
Correct.
The umpire ruled that if he slid into the fielder, he did not slide directly to the base. So they called in a runner interference that will be batter runner as well.
Can I ask you a question? Did he come off the base?
That's not what the rule.
No. Because that happened in a Brewer game. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because I was watching a Brewer game, and that happened, and they called the guy out because he came off of the bag.
Yeah, no. This is two different things. He didn't slide directly to the base. He slid.
Well, he doesn't have to slide direct. Okay, so the way I understand the rule, he doesn't have to slide directly to the base. He just has to be able to touch the base and keep contact with said base. He doesn't have to. He can slide just as long as he can touch that base. He can slide wherever the fuck he wants to slide.
Yes, but it has to be in some base. You can't go.
I understand. Well, I mean, that's subjective, though.
That is very subjective.
So the problem is fuck it. You can't fucking slide anymore. Then think about that for a second. I understand the rule, but I think it's a stupid rule. I think it's literally a dumb fucking rule. I personally don't like the rule. I don't like the call it home plate rule. I think it's a bogus fucking rule. It's a pussy rule. The guy's wearing more fucking goddamn equipment than fucking football players do sometimes. Like, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Way more equipment than the quarterback, that's for certain, yes. But again, the rule is put in place more for safety, to avoid guys taking out other guys. That's why. And as for Alpha's question for small market teams are teams that don't run high-end payroll.
The small market teams are teams that they have their fan base. So like Milwaukee, they heard their TV deal. They maybe have 2 million viewers.
Yeah.
If they're lucky. That's small market. That's what small market is. And sometimes it depends on the owner. I mean, the owner could probably spend millions upon millions upon millions of dollars if he wanted to. They just don't. So there's that perception that small market teams don't spend a lot of money. That's not exactly true. This is why they need to do more revenue sharing in Major League Baseball, in my opinion. That's just me.
Try to do that. I mean, there was that brawl that happened in Double A's, that is Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, what they tell us as umpires is, if you have a brawl there, try to get the 2 incidents out of it so you know who you're going to. But if you can't, just let them find out. We're not, especially at the low levels, we're not police, we're not first responders.
Right.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do with arguing, but it's something to the umpire.
Are you talking about the kid that? Are you talking about the kid that threw at the kid and then in the Portland Sea Dogs game? I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that dude deserved to get knocked the fuck out.
That is true.
I personally think he deserved to get knocked the fuck out. Talking shit to the guy he threw the ball at, I'd have fucking clocked him too.
Yeah.
That just tells me he was trying to hit him.
Yeah. It looks like he might have leaked it.
Yeah.
So, Toby, as you said just recently in the chat, the Braves pitching coach, but the problem with the no swing call, the problem with that is fans, us as fans, and the media, all of them have access to the ability to slow it down to frame by frame to see did he break the play or not. The umpire doesn't do it. They don't have the ability to slow it down. I'm not going to fault him.
I'm not either.
No call. And the pitcher coach knows better. He knows he can't have your balls and strikes. That's balls.
It may have been a terrible call in hindsight being 2020. However, I agree with Tim. I've seen this over and over and over in baseball where, and it's not, oh my God, this is a high level situation, I've got to make the right call, or we got to call it this way, or we got to call it this way, or we got to call it this way. I like baseball with human error. They're humans. They're humans. I understand that, like, Angel Hernandez, and I'm going to get into that guy. That guy sucks. That guy is a terrible fucking umpire. Yep. No, I get it. That guy is a terrible. I mean, the guy is god-awful fucking terrible. Like, he just needs to go away. But I don't fault these umpires. I mean, when he's swinging that bat pretty damn quick. And he has to make a quick... Now imagine if there was a guy on first, and it's a right-handed batter, and he has to keep an eye on the in case there's a throw over. He's got four different things. He's got four different things going on, and a check swing. He misses a check swing. I mean, I get fans wanting to be upset. Fans get upset when they. So I see this all the time in home games. There's a pitch like 4 inches off the plate in the 8th or 9th inning. And everybody's going, oh, that was a strike. What are you looking at, umpire? Like, what? It wasn't a strike. That was 5 inches off the fucking plate. Hasn't been a strike all game.
No, it hasn't. And they don't realize it's hard enough in a 7-inning game, which the majority of dudes do. I don't usually do 9-inning dudes. There's not a lot of 9-inning dudes out there. Not that I do. It's hard enough at a 7-inning game to maintain a consistent strike zone. Never mind a 9-inning game. Granted, he dies much better.
Well, okay, so the consistent strike zone. What is the strike zone? The plate is 17 inches wide, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes umpires give an inch or two off the plate. I can understand that.
The black in the plate.
Yeah.
Most plates have a black.
Even then, I do see umpires give an inch or two off the plate. Like Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine and John Smoltz were synonymous for this. They would get that 3.5 inches off the plate, and every time they got that 3.5 inches, they go 4 inches just to see if the umpire would call a strike on it.
Yeah, you see how far you can get it.
Right, but so, and if I'm correct, it's the letters to the knees, correct? This is a strike zone, correct? So when you see a strike called at the fucking letters, the umpire's not fucking wrong.
No, you're not. The problem is, and the biggest problem is the pitch zones that they have on TV.
Yep.
The pitch zones are not what the
they're pretty close. They're pretty close. I mean, they're not perfect.
But the strike zone is actually a little bigger than what the TV strike zone actually shows. And all these big fans calling for the robo-umps.
Yeah.
If you get robo-umps, you're going to see...
You know what? It's never going to happen. Do you want to know why? Because not everybody's the same fucking height. There's no fucking way. The only way that would work is if everybody was the same height.
No, they're experimenting with it. What they do is when they input the batting lineup, they input each batter's height in that much, and so that's when that batter comes up, that's how they.
Well, I mean, there's human error, but then again, that's human error again. So why even fuck with it? Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
I'm just saying, people who bitch about the strike zones now, first off, because. Would be like, that's never been called a strike zone.
Okay.
That's what the strike zone is in the ball.
So here's the thing. You're correct. Here's the thing. The umpire calling balls and strikes, if his strike zone, and I've seen a lot of umpires, their strike zone is very consistent. What's this? Yeah. There's a few umpires where they're just like, oh my god, this guy, like Angel Hernandez, is like, his strike zone could be tight one day, and then the next thing, it could be fucking 45 miles fucking wide, could be a strike zone.
Yeah,
so
the other thing is, a lot of these pitchers have been using that, what they call the pitch bombs. You see it where the catcher like heads and something, and I know it happened in the Red Sox game recently where the plate umpire was not ready for the pitcher, Nathan Eovaldi.
Mm-hmm.
The plate umpire, I can't remember his name, wasn't ready for Eovaldi to throw them, and had to literally hold Eovaldi up to stop him from pitching because Eovaldi was ready.
Right.
And I'm just going to say, get your ass behind the plate and get ready for the pitch.
Right.
It's not that hard. We want to see the game. I'm just ready to pitch. I like the pitch bombs. It speeds the games up.
I understand that, but let's keep in mind the umpire is the one that makes. The umpire is the one that needs to be ready. So I can't fault him for doing what he did. I didn't see what happened, so I don't know. I do hear what you're saying though. Some umpires are just.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. Cody, thoughts?
I pretty much covered it.
You don't want to add anything to the.
That Kyle Schreiber call.
Okay, so we'll get to that. That's the call that me and Tim are talking about. The umpire that me and Tim are talking about. We'll get to that unless Tim's ready to get into that because.
I'm ready to
Well, let's go with it. Let's talk about Angel Hernandez. So, Angel Hernandez, and I watched that game. So, I was watching that game. And his strike zone was up and down. Or no, it was up and out and east and west. Nothing down. Like, both teams were hitting the fucking strike zone at the knees, and he was not calling. He was calling the ball every time. And then in the eighth or the ninth inning, Kyle Schwarber. And I'm not a fan of Kyle Schwarber. I'm not a fan of the Phillies, you know. But I applaud him for what he did because he was pointing out that because Angel Hernandez in the 9th fucking inning said, fuck it, I want to get the fuck out of here, so he started calling the low strike. Yeah. So he turned around and he called him out on strikes, and he threw his helmet down and he turned around and he pointed at the Brewers bench and he pointed at the Phillies bench, and that was a Sunday night game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and everybody's like, oh, Kyle Schwarber complaining. Kyle Schwarber had every right. I was waiting for a Brewer to do it. It was going to happen. Angel Hernandez was going to get called out on his bullshit in this game at some point, and it just so happened to be in the 9th inning when he called a low strike. Kyle Schwarber probably turned around and said, you suck. You don't know what a fucking strike zone is. You want to be up here, and then all of a sudden you want to be down here. You want to be out here. The Brewers have dealt with it. We've dealt with it. Fuck you, you're a piece of shit. And that's exactly, that's not word for word, but that's essentially what Kyle Schwarber was doing. And this whole...
I realize how hard it is jumping off.
It is not an easy thing. Umpiring, and Tim, this is why I have Tim on here. I know umpiring is not an easy thing to do. However, the guy I have heard he claims fucking bigotry every time they punish him for shit. Like, if this guy umpires the World Series, you know he complained. He's got something on Major League Baseball.
Well, he has actively sued the league.
Yes.
In the past, claiming racial bias against him.
He's an idiot.
That is why he...
Claiming racial bias based on what?
Based on the fact that he's not getting premier assignments, postseason assignments.
But look at what he's done. Does he fucking deserve it?
And that's what the league came back with.
So, right. And here's the thing. It's out there right. It's out there for the world to see. It was on the national scene. This guy cannot fucking see a goddamn thing. He is the epitome of umpire, you need to get glasses. Like, he is that guy.
Yes, he is.
He is God off.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said he is god awful. Go ahead.
The league said he hasn't exhibited the necessary judgment and the leadership qualities to deserve nationally televised and postseason assignments.
Well, he got one, and he shit the bed.
Yes, he did. Because that proved that he was on time the game. A lot of the guys are on what they call crews. Take 4 guys who work together. Who go from town to town.
Well, isn't it 6 guys or 5 guys?
Usually it's 5 guys. One guy sits up in the booth and one says, we play umpire, and they rotate.
Right.
They always have about, every once in a while, someone will go on. So they'll bring a local AAA umpire to cover it, or they'll use one of their floating guys, floating into the umpire. It's common practice. You see it all forms of professional sport.
Right. Yep. No, I get you. So, and again, Aaron, and I just read Aaron's message about the small market teams. So you go look up Major League Baseball teams by population, and probably 10 of those teams that are on the bottom end are your small market teams. Then you've got your middle market teams, and then you got your major market teams. So just pointing that out to you. Is there anything else? But yeah, Angel Hernandez, he needs to go. Like, anybody that thinks he deserves to be an umpire should not be a fan of baseball because that guy has no clue.
Schwarber knew the second he turned on.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for it. I even said it. That is not a strike. That is not a strike. And I'm a Brewers fan. Like, I'm sitting here like, what? This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. That wasn't a strike in the first inning. It wasn't a strike in the 8th inning. It's a strike now? Either this guy just wants to get the fuck out of there, or he's just has no clue what the fuck he's doing. He's trying to make drama for drama's sake.
I either put it at the first or the third. He either just wants to get the fuck out there.
Or he just wants to incite drama in a game that is 1-0, which that didn't need the drama. You know, it's a good game. It's a good game, but yeah, that was bad. That was bad. It was bad. So, okay. Anything else? Anything baseball-wise this week that we need to discuss? Or I know the Brewers were winning. They lost today. They're starting to come around, but they lost 2-0 today. So I don't know, man. That fucking team. Every time Corbin Burns pitches, they fucking never produce any runs for the poor guy. He's a Cy Young winner last year, and they're fucking not giving this guy any fucking run support. Like 2 years in a row, no run support. I don't know how Atlanta's doing. I just know the Mets have the best record in baseball as of right now, or it was as of right now. And then I don't know how your Red Sox are doing. Hey, how about that Celtics-Bucks game today, huh, Tim? What? Fucking Bucks, man.
I missed it. I was working. And then I had 2 games after that. My weekend was brutal.
No, I hear you. Nope. Bucks pretty much beat the shit out of the fucking Celtics.
Yeah. It did that. As I said, I watch NBA. I try not to do this until I see. The problem with the NBA, as it's been told to me, you can have a call every time up there.
Yep. So let's. Right?
Yeah.
So let's talk AL West. So we have some of the best players out in the AL West. You've got Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, who's on the cover of MLB The Show 22 this year. The A's are going to suck. They got rid of fucking everybody. They still have a couple of pitchers, but that's pretty much it. Their offense is mediocre at best. Seattle had made some improvements. I think the Angels are the cream of the crop in the NL West this year, but the Astros do not count them out. And I think there's one other team that nobody gives a shit about out there. But so I'm gonna go Athletics, dead last. I'm missing one team. The Texas Rangers will finish 4th. That's who it is. Then you're going to have the... Yeah, I was like, I know there's one other team. The Astros, I think the Mariners will finish 3rd, the Astros will finish 2nd, and then the Angels will win the West. That's how I see it. Tim?
I agree. The Athletics will be the bottom of that. Then the Rangers, the Rangers, Mariners. Then I think the Angels will finish like 1 behind the Astros.
I know the Astros lost a bit. I don't know if they're as good as they have been.
Yeah, they're lost a bit, but sometimes they always seem to make noise come the
Well, if you ask anybody, all they do is cheat, which I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And people are saying, well, they cheated to win a World Series. They just got caught. Everybody fucking does it. I don't care. They won a World Series. It is what it is. Yep. Cody, what about you?
I was jumping the bottom. I had Oakland last, the Rangers 4th, Seattle 3rd, the Angels 2nd, and the Astros 1st.
How come you guys are both picking the Astros? What is it about the Astros that makes you think they're going to win the division? I'm asking. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking.
Because you can never count them out.
Okay, but that on paper, are they better than the Angels?
No.
Okay. That's
no, on paper they're not, but baseball is one of the is the most open for.
I think the Angels are going to fucking win that division by 5 games. I don't think it's going to be close.
It's either if it's close, like the Astros, it's a if one team pulls away, I like the Angels in it.
Yeah. Let's talk about the NL West. Well, let's talk about the Dodgers because everybody else sucks. Well, like the Dodgers are that team that fucking they're worse than the fucking Yankees now. They buy everybody.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need Freddie Freeman. They didn't. They just wanted him because they wanted to win another World Series. They're buying championships. Because their homegrown talent can't get the job fucking done. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what time. The only World Series they won recently, they won in 60-game season. That's not a real.
I disagree. It's still a World Series.
Yeah, it's still a World Series title. They didn't have to win 160.
I don't care. Okay. I don't care. They still won a World Series, so they're World Series champs. You can't fault them. It's not their fault they only got to play 60 games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, actually, it is the players' fault.
No, it's not. How is it the players' fault? What the fuck did they do? Huh?
The players and the owners put them on the.
The 60-game season was the COVID year. There was nothing that they could do.
No, they were arguing about the COVID restrictions.
Well, everybody was arguing about COVID restrictions, though. So you can't. It was an unknown. I get it. I think COVID is just a. I don't want to even get into the fucking COVID thing. Either way, they played 60 games.
Yeah.
It's not their fault they played 60 games.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Diamondbacks, Rockies, Padres, Giants, and Dodgers will win that division by 15 games. I don't even think it's going to be fucking close. The Dodgers will at some point go win 45 games in a row at some point. They have that. I mean, their entire fucking roster is an all-star team. So, I'll at least give the Yankees a little bit of credit. At least they had some homegrown talent.
Yeah, they have a little bit.
Cody Bellinger, I think, is the only homegrown talent they fucking have on that fucking team that's worth a shit. Everybody else came from Boston or fucking. Well, Clayton Kershaw's there, but I don't think he's as good as he once was.
He's not the same player he was.
Cody, what about you?
Diamondbacks finished in 5th, Rockies 4th, Padres 3rd, Giants 2nd, and the Dodgers, of course, 1st.
Okay. Tim? About the same?
Yeah, about the same. I mean, you may have a flip-flop of your bottom two.
I don't know. The Rockies, the Diamondbacks are pretty bad.
Yeah. It'll be Dodgers and Washington.
Yep.
NL West is pretty good at all.
So that being said, of which of those 10 teams are making the playoffs? I think the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Padres in the NL. And then I think the Angels and the Astros will make the playoffs.
That's pretty much agree with you on those. Yeah, I like those.
Yep.
One that may not, depending on how it shapes up in the other divisions, would be the Padres, I feel, but that's the only one that really should have it.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. I can see the Padres going 80 and 82 again this year, but
yeah, that's the only one that I can see shake out that may not make it. Outside of that, I like that Astros.
Yep. Yep. All right. Anything else? Cody?
I don't know nothing else.
Anything else?
No.
Let's go with your questions. What are your questions this week?
I have some good ones this week.
I hope so. How many questions do you have? Because I'm fucking hungry.
Just 5.
Okay. Go for it.
So, Mariano Rivera is generally considered the best relief pitcher of all time.
Yes.
So who would be your second?
Well, Mariano Rivera would be my second. My first is Raleigh Fingers. I think Raleigh Fingers was a better pitcher than he was. So, there's that. So, Mariano Rivera is my second.
I get the general vote. Don't worry, I will not see Johnson down. I don't know where the game is.
Who?
At the height of his, when he was a really good pitcher,
Yeah?
he told for one of the best closers.
Who is one of the best closers?
Steve Paul.
You're just a homer. I'm just kidding.
No, he was good before he went. After the 04 season, he went downhill fast.
Yeah. Trying to fix something real quick.
Steve Paul.
Okay. What about you, Cody? You asked the question. You have to answer it.
Mariano Rivera was really good.
If you say John Rocker, I'm hanging up on you.
I was going to say Karen Hoffman.
I mean, he was good, but I don't think he was as good as Mariano Rivera was. He was really good. He had the best changeup I've ever fucking seen. But they were talking today, who's a better thrower of the cut fastball? Mariano Rivera or Corbin Burns? Corbin Burns does his cut fastball over 6-7 innings. Mariano Rivera only did it for 1.
That's the thing. He only had. Now, you can also make the argument. Rivera had to come in in high leverage situations. So, but I get what you're saying, where he only had one. Once in a while, he would pitch 2 and he'd do like a 4-out or 5-out save.
Right. Yeah. What's your next? Sorry, I just wanted to. It's a little since you wanted to talk about Mariano Rivera. Go ahead, Cody.
The second question is, which do y'all prefer to watch better? Baseball Tonight on ESPN or MLB Tonight on the Major League Baseball Network?
Neither. No, I'm kidding. I'd rather watch MLB Tonight because I cannot fucking stand listening to Kyle Ravitch. I think he's a fucking idiot. I think Perez, I think he does the games on Sunday night. I cannot fucking stand listening to them guys. They annoyed the fucking ever-loving shit out of me. Sorry. The guys on MLB Tonight, Harold Reynolds, I like Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the other guy, he's just there. But Kyle Ravitch seems to think he knows more than fucking everybody else, so he's got to throw his 2 cents in. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Let the experts talk. Ask the question and move on, buddy. MLB Tonight is better in my eyes.
That's Saturday ESPN. Mostly because I just New England fans because of all of the Vikings.
I mean, I did like, who was the guy? He just recently died. Peter Gammons? Yeah, I liked him. He was really good. Tim Kirchin can shut the fuck up. The guy's just, he's worse than Trek. Anyway. Love you, Trek. Next question? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cody.
Just Major League Baseball Network because they talk more than they give you more insight on it. That's what I love about them.
Yeah. You said you like Baseball Tonight?
Me? No, I can't stand ESPN.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand ESPN.
Gotcha. Next question.
What would be your dream baseball team be?
You know, why do you ask this question? That's. What's yours, Cody?
My dream baseball team?
Yeah. Are you?
Have John Smoltz.
Oh, so you're asking for a team? You're asking for players?
Yes.
Okay. So catching, Yogi Berra. First base, Cecil Cooper, because that guy could stretch for fucking days. Second base, probably Willie Randolph. Third base, Wade Boggs. Shortstop, Robin Yount. Pitching, Roger Clemens. Left field, Ben Ogilvy. Center field, Kenny Lofton. And then, or Andrew Jones. And then right field, probably Reggie Jackson. Even though I think he played left field. But, so, yeah. That'd be my dream team. But if you're talking team, well, fucking Milwaukee Brewers. 1982 Milwaukee Brewers. Man. Love that team.
I can't put it in the team. The 04 Red Sox, that was a team for me. They had the pitcher on that team that you wasn't even for. That was, Pedro just like didn't care what anyone said. And
right.
Also, he got for my video.
Yeah, I know. John Zimmer.
Yep. 80-year-old guy.
Go ahead, Cody. Give me your team.
Well, my catcher would have to be Mike Piazza.
Okay.
My first baseman would have to be
Bill Buckner. Got to touch a nerve there, Tim? I'm kidding. Tim went dead silent. Tim has that look on his face because he froze. He looked at that motherfucker. Just had to bring up Bill Buckner, didn't he? Go ahead, Cody.
a lot of good first baseman. I would have to go with, I would put Mark Shearer at first.
Really?
Second, Mark Teixeira.
I don't know how anybody can like that. I mean, he was okay. He wasn't great. Go ahead, though.
Second base, I would put Dustin Pedroia.
There's better second baseman out there. But okay. Go ahead.
At shortstop, I would put. Wait a minute. Did Ozzie Smith play second base or shortstop?
Shortstop.
Yeah, he played short.
Couldn't hit for shit.
Ozzie.
Couldn't hit for shit, but he could play defense. That was it.
Yeah.
Then I would put Derek Jeter at shortstop.
Well, how were you going to play Ozzie Smith?
I would put him in second.
Good luck. Because Dustin Pedroia is playing second. Come on, man. Make up your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You going to take Ozzie Smith or you going to take fucking the other guy you said? Make up your mind.
Derek Jeter. I'll take Derek Jeter.
I'd rather take Ozzie Smith over Derek Jeter, but that's just me. The only difference between Ozzie Smith and Derek Jeter is Derek Jeter could hit. Derek Jeter was good, but he wasn't as good as Ozzie Smith was in the field. But okay.
Derek Jeter is considered to be one of he managed his innings so well when we got home.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what the fuck he can say. I don't care what he can say. You better be able to play. I'm not saying he couldn't play.
That's why he was almost unanimous Hall of Fame ballot.
Yeah, I mean, so was Ozzie Smith, but that's neither here nor there. But go ahead. Who's your third baseman?
This is going to be Chipper Jones.
Okay. There's better third baseman, but he was good. Outfield?
The left field. I wouldn't put Mark McGwire out there.
Mark McGwire was a first baseman. That guy couldn't fucking run to save his fucking life. What the fuck are you on? Huh? Say it again.
I said I would rather have Mark McGwire at first than Mark Teixeira.
Okay. So left field.
And I would have center field.
You don't want a left fielder? Who do you want as a left fielder? You haven't said. Because Mark McGwire was not. He was the first baseman.
Yeah.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays played center field. It's okay. How about Hank Aaron?
Yeah, I'm putting him out there.
Okay. Okay.
I would put definitely Andrew Jones center.
What about Willie Mays? Boy, Cody, you just want everybody on your fucking team, don't you?
You just want the Dodgers.
Willie Mays center, and I'll probably put Andrew Jones in right.
Well, he could play right field. You can put Andrew Jones anywhere on the field, to be honest with you. Okay. Next question. Sorry, I gave you a hard time on that one. But go ahead.
Which is harder, hitting 50 home runs or winning 20 games?
Winning 20 games?
20. Because you have to pitch at least 5 innings to begin with. You're relying on.
Not anymore. I've seen that you don't have to do that anymore.
To qualify for winning. As a starting pitcher, yeah. Pitch 5 innings.
That's not what I seen the other day.
They might have changed rules on that.
I'd have to look, but I could have swore I seen it the other day.
I never really paid attention to the rules.
Again, it's a rule. Like, I don't. If the guy leaves with a lead and they win, he should win.
Yeah.
Unless they tie the game. Unless they tie the game. I've never understood that fucking rule.
I don't understand it either.
Because a guy comes in tied in the 9th inning and he only pitched one fucking inning and then they take the lead, he gets the win. And he only threw like 2 pitches. Like that, I just never understood the rule. Now, if it's but I'm just saying. So if the starting pitcher leaves in the 4th inning with a lead, and they maintain said lead without letting them tie it up, then he should win the game. That's me personally. And you would probably have. Then I would probably say that hitting 50 home runs would be a lot harder because you would probably see a lot of teams with a lot of 20-win guys on their staff. Or a lot more, anyway.
Yeah. With the way pitching nowadays, you're likely to see 5 or 6 20-win guys.
I don't think you're ever going to see it again.
You won't see it.
You might see a 15-win guy. 15 wins might be the capper. Because the starters barely go 5-6 innings anymore.
Precisely.
So, okay. Next.
I'll ask the easiest question. Why should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame?
Because he was a great ball player. One of the best.
The players should be in the Hall. I'm not saying as a manager, he got out on the moon. As a player, he should be in the Hall.
I agree. That I mean, I don't even know why that's even a thing. Like, gambling is a big thing of sports now. Like, everybody's like, well, they're underdogs by 4. You know, it's like, why even have...
The issue came up over the fact that he was betting on his team.
I understand that, but who cares?
Another part of it, the Hall of Fame voters.
Well, they're stupid. The Hall of Fame voters are a bunch of fucking clowns. Because look at who's not getting in the Hall of Fame. 2 guys that should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
It's baseball writers.
They're idiots.
People who played the game.
They're idiots. They're just mad because they don't give fucking good interviews. They were mean to the fucking media, and that's Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. Because the media was a bunch of fucking assholes, and they were just fucking rude to the fucking media because the media was a bunch of fucking douche canoes.
The media attacked them so they wouldn't attack the media. And so the media decided that the penalty clause, which is how they decide.
Well, I'm sorry, but baseball writers should not be fucking voting for a Hall of Fame.
They should get rid of the fucking morale. It
should be players that are in the Hall of Fame or players that have played the game. Not fucking some baseball writer. Like, fucking football writers. They're the ones that fucking vote for the MVP. Like, why? They don't fucking play.
You can't rely on them because a lot of... You would... Oh, no. Most of the coaches would vote for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other questions, Cody, or is that the last one?
That was the last question.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for the night. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add, or?
No, unless you want to talk about the Oakland Athletics fan attendance.
I mean, okay. What about it?
Like the lowest it's ever been.
3,000 and change.
Pittsburgh's averaging 8,000 fans a game, so it's just
That's how many came in. That doesn't say how many tickets.
Yeah. They're making their money.
Yeah.
I take no stock in. It's Oakland. People out there are dumb. It's California.
It's not, but they just got the NFL. Oh wait, no, that was Vegas. Never mind.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Well,
I forgot that.
they moved.
Yeah. So
That happens.
a long ago.
No, I get you. So with that being said, I think we're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for being here. It's good talk. We'll have more discussions like this. We'll talk baseball. Keep an eye out watching games and other things. And if there's something that's newsworthy, we'll talk about it. I'm all for it. So that being said, we'll also do Cody's 5 questions. I actually liked 5 questions. You need to come up with better questions. I'm just kidding. They were good questions. So that being said, everybody have a great night. Stay safe and be well. I can't find them. There it is.